Hey folks, I want you to notice something. See that? So, and you see the sun glares here? There should be five. I see one, I see three. Anyways, that right there is 5D. 5D, if you all are aware of, moving into our fifth dimensional or fifth paradigm, it is here. Like, officially. Today is 11/11/11. And I know I sound a little funny because a year ago it was 2017, right? And then I was telling people that 7 plus 2 makes a 9 plus 1 makes 10, but then 0 is a common root of 1. So there was a lot of different events that were happening on certain days. If you did the math, anytime you have a common root of 1, which is a 0, you have 1. But everyone thought I was losing it. So this year, 2018, if you add the numbers across the board, it makes 11. It's November, the Gregorian, month of November 11, and the day is 11. So this is a total gateway opening today. It is a complete day of transformation. It's a day of restoration. It's a day of relief for many of us. But many people, what they do is they forget that days like this are days where you need to manifest. You need to pray. You need to meditate. You need to, write your list down, the things that you want, not just for yourself, but for the world. And a lot of people don't do that. They forget. They always think it's about them and what they need and what they want and their suffrage. And they forget there's a whole planet of, if it is a planet, there's a whole world of people here, lives, souls that need your good intentions. And that's just what it's all really about. We need to put out our good intentions. We need to share our good intentions. Anyway, I see a child running by himself. I always get nervous when parents don't watch their kids running by themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna have some time today to just meditate, concentrate on messages, because it's been a whole week since I had channeled anything, because a lot of what came through, it was a lot of information where I just had to pause and anybody who channels messages or downloads messages, it's not easy and it takes a toll on your body, which is one reason why we've had DNA changes and DNA upgrades. If you didn't know that, you can tell that there are DNA changes because your appetite's different. I know some people, they like to stick to their, they're vegan or they're vegetarian, but then if you really had a huge DNA upgrade, you broke your normal eating habits. You actually are binge eating and eating junk food, and it's funny because when I watch other people who have their messages, or I listen to other channels, and they tell you what's required. You know, eat a healthy diet, stick to raw vegetables. I'm like, our bodies in the third dimension could not have that same diet and appetite. It just was irrelevant. Our bodies were craving more because our everything was changing. Our genetics, our eye color, things like that. Like, there were a lot of different alterations that were being made and edits that were made to our bodies to sustain the next paradigm. So that is all that I want to share with everyone today. Happy 11/11/11. I was actually watching DNA Activation Channel, and they were saying that 94% of the dark forces were being eliminated. I don't know if I believe that. I should, you know, manifest it. You know, if it is possible to believe that. I don't see a lot of, you know, dark things happening these days, other than what recently just happened in my own hometown, Los Angeles, that people would intentionally try to set a whole, it was almost about 10 cities on fire at one time. And the excuse that, you know, media said was, oh, it was a homeless campfire, and they forgot to put, how would you know that? How would you know? Oh, see the eye color? I want you guys to see that. That's how you know that there's DNA changes. That was pretty cool. They're like golden, is that auburn? I don't know. I'm sorry, it pisses me off that, you know, it just seems that the media knows everything. How did you know that there was a campfire unattended? If you did, then why didn't you put it out? I get so mad, like, when I watch the news, how ignorant they think people are sometimes, and then how stupid do they really think we are? Their narrative. Anyway, I digress. Like Richie from Boston, I digress. No, we already know that's intentional. And what's funny is, not that, you know, I'm saying he's my favorite person, but when President Trump, in his Twitter statement about, you know, the business people who think that they can get, you know, a tax break and federal fund from these fires, think twice. And it was like, ooh, he's on it. Not saying he's a savior and, you know, or he's doing the right thing, but it's sort of like he called it out as he saw it. It's like, it's just really interesting that if that doesn't get funded, it sort of burns out those people who knew what they were doing. So all this, you know, if you call it, what do they call it? Weaponized weather engineering, weather weapon, I forget what they call it. But it's where energy weapon target areas. The technology exists, yo. We always like have this thought that, you know, we shouldn't believe these things that are in conspiratory categories, but if you do, then you kind of put most of the pieces together. It starts to make more sense. Then you're able to see what kind of world and reality you live in, and then you're able to not believe it, and then that sort of triggers and magnifies other people to see what you see, and then that's how you really take down these forces on a subconscious level, when you stop believing it, or when you start believing in what you believe from your intuition and your gut. So we are doing the work. I think a lot of people, they always think, well, physically, what can I do? I haven't done anything. But it's just really in your heart and your feeling in your gut. And those are the ways we really can fight back. It's the only way we can. Anyways, have a great Sunday. Have a beautiful 11/11/11. This is our day to rejoice and celebrate, and to say that we've done a good job so far. We've made it thus far, and let's see where else we go from here. All right, take care.